You know, sometimes this life can get rough. You get knocked down, but you gotta get up.
Welcome everybody to the next episode of the APL Sports Show. My next guest who's coming in for a conversation is a young man that I've trained for the last several years. He's a starting quarterback for the Tesoro High School football team, 4.0 GPA. Started playing football when he was the age of 4. Started playing tackle when he was 8 years old. Has been grinding ever since then. It's Cash O'Brien. Welcome, my man. How are you?
Thank you for having me, Coach.
Absolutely,
Thank
man.
you.
Good. How's the family?
Everything's good. Everything's good right now.
Good. So school's good?
School's going amazing right now.
Okay.
Keeping a 4.0 GPA.
That's good. Good. So, any subjects that you're like you excelling in?
Well, like in the past, I haven't been this big of a fan of like history. But in history right now, in junior year, we're learning like U.S. history, so about the World Wars and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool learning about that stuff.
Okay.
Like, it's very fun learning about it, or not very fun, but you know, it's cool to learn about like the past of America.
Mm-hmm.
And then I love math.
Wait.
I love math. I enjoy math. I love formulas. I love all that stuff, solving stuff out. It's just really fun to me.
So you're one of those weirdos.
I am,
man.
I am one of those weirdos.
Man.
I am one of those weirdos.
I'm not a math guy. I'm more of an English guy. I can write
English?
you, man. I can write you a paper, 5-page paper in an hour and a half or two, man.
Mm-hmm.
I love writing, all that type of stuff, man. Hated math in school though, bro.
I can't do English. English, I can't read. Like writing is hard for me.
Really?
I use ChatGPT though nowadays. You got ChatGPT.
Hey, this generation, man.
You got ChatGPT to write it for you. So English it's not very fun for me.
Oh my goodness, bro. But it's true. Either you hate English and love math, or it's the other way around.
You can't like both.
Nah,
you cannot like both.
Man. No, it's not both, man.
Yeah.
But it's good, man. So mom, dad, good.
Everyone's good.
Sisters, everybody.
Sisters, my sister Mackenzie, she does ballet. She's doing amazing. She is now this summer. She's going to Boston for a month for ballet. She got accepted into Boston dance, so she'll be there for a month this summer.
Awesome,
yeah,
man.
very happy
That's
for her.
awesome. That's good. And then mom and dad, you said they're doing good.
Yes,
as well.
doing amazing.
Oh, Rob, man. You tell Rob you need to pick up the phone and call me, man. So
Okay.
Rob, when you listen to this, man, you better hit Coach D up, man. All right, man. So bro, let's first off, like I said, I've been training you for several years now. What, 5-6 years or so, man?
I think we started COVID year 2020.
Yeah.
I think it was the 7th grade.
7th grade?
Yeah.
Man. Sheesh,
7th
bro.
grade. It's been a while.
It's been a while, man. It's been a journey. But it's been fun, though, man. Watching you develop and, just take off the way you're doing. And we knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
And the main thing that I told you is just stay focused on what you're doing. What's the big picture, right?
Yeah.
So continue to stay focused on that. So good. How's your quarterback training? Everything's going?
It's all right now. I'm like ahead of schedule than I thought I was going to be. Like
Okay.
after season, I had surgery, tonsil surgery. I was causing me to get sick, so I had tonsil surgery. I had to get those out. I lost about 20 pounds. I was down to 170. So I've been hitting the weights. I put on 30 pounds since season, so I'm at 200 pounds right now.
Off-season grind, baby.
Off-season grind. I've been training, quarterback training, the most I've ever done. I'm like 2 times a week. I've been throwing, getting my receivers out, so it's going really good right now.
That's good. Who are you training with?
Josh Love.
You still training with Josh?
Josh
Okay,
Love,
Josh.
yep.
Bro, let's dig in, man. Let's get into this bag of what we got on the episode for today, man. All right, man. So the first question I got for you on the list, man. I know you mentioned that you had to prep yourself to get surgery. How did you mentally get yourself ready for, like, after I get back from this surgery, I'm going, crazy in the gym. I got to gain 20, 30 pounds, whatever it is that you need to gain back. Yeah. How did you mentally get yourself ready for that, man?
Yeah, so after surgery, I had 2 weeks of just absolutely nothing. Just sitting at my house. I was doing some homework and stuff, catching up on school that I missed. And then our season ended. Like, unfortunately, we missed the playoffs. We got snubbed from the playoffs. So I kind of used that, like, the fuel to fire, like, fuel me up. And just right when I was able to get cleared again to go lift, I started grinding. I was four days a week in the gym, just hitting eating like 4,000 calories a day because I knew I needed to put that work. I needed to grind even more than I have in the past.
Yep.
So to put 30 pounds on is not easy,
No,
but
it's not.
I did it. I maintained it, and now I'm at 205 right now, 205, so I'm doing good.
And you're what, 6'1"?
6'1", 6'2".
Somewhere up in there. That's good, man. That's good size, good height, man.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, you know, it just with you mentally getting yourself ready, you know, prior to the surgery that,
Yeah.
I know I'm going to be out for, 2-3 weeks, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I got to mentally get myself ready to, like, really go bananas in the gym.
Yeah.
To get, somewhat back to where I was. That's a different level. So it's good that you're able to
Yeah.
tap in and make yourself do that, man.
Mm-hmm.
You brought up about the playoff snub, man.
Yeah.
That was the talk of it, man. Coach Ricci, he's your guys' he's a
D-line coach,
D-line
D-line
coach, right?
coach,
Yeah.
yeah.
He was telling me a little bit about that. Can
Yeah.
you go more in depth about what happened with that whole situation?
Yeah, so basically the CIF playoff committee
Mm-hmm.
said that we were too good for Division 4, but we weren't good enough for Division 3, so they just left us out of the playoffs. So every team we played made the playoffs. Either it was from Division 6 all the way up to Division 1, San Clemente Division 1.
Yeah.
I think Mirna Mesa being Division 6 was the lowest team
Yep.
that made the playoffs. And they all made the playoffs except us.
Oh,
we
that's
beat
crazy.
teams that made the Division 4 playoffs. We beat teams that made the Division 3 playoffs, but we just weren't good enough. So we got snubbed from the playoffs. And it was just a whole thing. And it was, our coach was telling us all we had to do was win that 5th game and we were confirmed a playoff spot. And that's how it used to be in the past, but
Yeah.
now it wasn't like that this year.
That's crazy,
It was,
man.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah,
I feel so bad for those seniors. I was so close with them.
Yeah.
And just the season to end like that was just unfortunate.
Yeah, man, we were talking about that a little bit. Well, I say a little bit. We was talking about that actually a lot. How the CIF has to, do stuff to kind of change that because
Yeah.
it's, unfortunately, there are going to be teams who always get snubbed.
Exactly.
But
Mhm.
for you guys for them to say that you're not good enough for D3,
Yeah.
but you're too good for D4, like
Doesn't
that doesn't make sense.
Especially when
you know?
we lose to a team
Yeah.
that won a state in Division 4.
Yeah.
We lost to Lucerna, but they win state in Division 4. But
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense.
No, it didn't make sense at
Yeah.
all, man. That's unfortunate. Like I said, you think about the seniors
Yeah.
and everything. I think Nico's a senior this year, right?
Yeah, Nico's a senior.
Tyler.
Yeah, Travis
yeah,
Wood.
Yep. And like I said, I know a few of the guys that's on your team that are seniors, so I do feel bad for them that they didn't
Yeah.
get that
Playoff.
playoff,
Yeah.
that one last playoff run
Yeah.
before they go off and into the adulthood now. That's
Mhm.
what we say, man. So,
Yep.
but no, that's unfortunate, man. But dang, it's crazy.
Yeah.
CIF, baby. All right, man. Next thing, man. But how do you mentally prep yourself as a starting quarterback? You're a 2-year starter, right?
Yeah,
2-year
two-year
starter,
starter.
2-year captain for Tesoro, man. How do you mentally prep? For a game.
So my sophomore year, I had to sit my first 5 games.
Mm-hmm.
So I
transferred.
transferred from Santa Margarita. So my first 5 games, I was on the bench,
Mm-hmm.
and I was sitting there. I didn't play at all my freshman year. I fractured my elbow, so I didn't get any high school games my freshman year. So my first high school game was against San Juan Hills, varsity game, rivalry game, Battle of the Bell. And I remember.
That's the game I came to.
Yeah, that was the game you came to. I remember sitting in class, and everyone at school knew I was starting, sophomore starting.
Mm-hmm.
I was sick to my stomach. I was like, my
More
heart
nervous,
dropped, my
man.
butterflies. I was like,
Oh,
rivalry
man.
game. I can't lose this game.
Yeah.
It was just, I remember that the week before the game, I think it was that Tuesday, Josh came over to my house,
Okay.
and we watched film on San Juan, and he would help me. He helped me pick out defense or understand the defense they're running. So just help me calm me down,
Yeah.
and he just gave me little tips here and there, to help me before the game, how to calm my nerves and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and just go out there and beat me.
And just go relax or
Yeah.
have fun.
Mhm.
Be you. Let the game come to you and
Yep.
you be good, man.
Yep.
That's one thing. Josh is real big on that type of stuff, man. I sit down and talk to Josh as often as I can, man. Because he's still on his journey, trying
pro.
to go pro.
Yep.
Even though he's playing with the USFL,
UFL, yeah.
But they combine and everything.
Yeah, now the
so,
UFL.
Yeah, but like I said, he's still on that journey to get to the elite level, the
Yes.
NFL.
Yeah.
So it's always good to sit down with him and talk about, how he approaches and does stuff,
Yeah.
man. And I remember last year when you was getting to start for against San Juan,
Yeah.
me and Josh talked, and he said, "Man, Cash is nervous, man.
Yeah.
You talk to him."
Yeah.
I said, "I haven't talked to him yet, but I'm gonna pull up to the game. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be on silent." You didn't even know I was coming.
Yeah, I did not know you were coming. I saw you
yeah.
there, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, man, I was on the sideline, bro,
Yeah.
and I said I'm gonna show up to the game, give him some support there.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, he was talking about how he came over,
Yeah.
with you, sat with you and your dad, y'all studied film, and
Yeah.
the whole time you were there, you were just nervous.
I was
He
just nervous, yeah.
nervous, man.
First high school game ever was
Yeah.
varsity game, Battle of the Bell.
That's a big man.
It was big.
Yeah, for the people who don't know, that is like
Yeah.
one of the biggest rivalries here
Down south, yeah.
Down south. That's one of the biggest rivalries, man.
Uh-huh.
And just being on the sidelines at Tesoro, San Juan's fans were going crazy.
Yeah,
They were packed.
it was
You guys
insane,
were going
yeah.
crazy, man. It was an intense atmosphere, man. And I remember the highlight of that game, bro. I was coming back from using the restroom, whatever, something like that.
Yeah.
And I just remember you threw like a 30, 40-yard bomb.
Yeah, it was fade route in the corner,
man.
right to Mason Wolfie.
Yeah.
He caught it on Rylan Schaefer.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was awesome.
Yeah, I remember just seeing it, and I just remember you running like a little girl down there. I said,
awesome.
bro,
That was
I
awesome.
said, I've never trained you to run like that. What are you doing, man? But I knew it was the excitement of throwing that big pass in a big game like that, man. So, but no, it was a hell of a game. No lie, man.
Yeah.
That's good. Next thing, my man. What music do you listen to? What helps you prep, bro? Like, we talked about the mental.
Okay.
What are you listening to?
Okay, so it varies. So like depending on like before a game, if we go before a game, like before the game, this past year, my junior year, sophomore year, I didn't really listen that much music before the game. I was just too nervous. I didn't even know what to do. I just wasn't. I don't know. I was sophomore year. I just was. I don't know. Junior year, each game was different. Like I tried one game. I think it was country before the game.
How did it do?
We won, but it was just like I don't know. It didn't get me. It didn't pump me up. No.
Now I love country music.
I do too.
I love country.
Yeah, I do too. I listen to that in the car when I'm driving. Country music.
Yeah,
I listen to country.
I love country, man.
But before San Juan, it was at San Juan this year. So my junior, we were playing at San Juan, and before the game on the bus, I remember I was listening to Rod Wave.
Really?
I was listening to Rod Wave before the game.
Man. Rod Wave's legit, man.
I was listening to Rod Wave before, and it was just like a feeling I got when I was listening to it. It made me feel good.
Yeah.
So in that, turns out that game I actually threw for a school record, passing yards in a game.
Really?
It was 378 yards, school record. We didn't get the W. We lost the final 10 seconds, final play of the game. We can talk about that.
Yeah,
we can talk about that a little bit later.
Today,
but I was back on the music thing. I was listening to Rod Wave before the game. But no, I like all genres of music. But country right now is probably like the top.
Yeah.
Because my girlfriend, she got me on to country. She turned me on to country and.
Bro, well, I guess so because you've been dating her for a little while.
Yeah, year and a half.
Yeah.
Year and a half.
So even when last year Coach put on a little country for me, I said, bro, I got country on the playlist.
Yeah,
let it rock in. I got you.
The country's been going up.
Yeah.
So my country knowledge has been going.
Who's your artist?
I can't say Morgan Wallen because that's like the most basic answer.
Yeah,
I like Luke Combs.
Yep, love him.
I like Luke Combs and I like Jelly Roll.
Really?
Save Me.
Bro, I haven't listened to him yet.
Save Me by Jelly Roll is a good song.
Is he good?
He's good.
I gotta listen to him.
Good.
I haven't listened to him yet, man. I like Luke Bryan.
Luke Bryan's good.
Yeah, he's really good. I love Luke Bryan. You go old school, Jason Aldean.
Yeah,
he's good as well too, man. Like so I can go on and on, man. I got country all over my playlist.
Yeah,
it's all mixed in there, man.
Yeah.
Back to Rod Wave though. What song were you listening to?
I'm not like my friend, he's a big Rod Wave guy, but he told me to listen to Rod Wave before the game. So I was like, I'd give it a chance.
Yeah.
So I listened to 2018 by Rod Wave. That might be the best Rod Wave song for me.
But he has a few. I like The Greatest. Long Journey. He has a few, man.
Yeah.
He has a few that you can listen to. But
Yeah.
Rod, but he's good. I like Rod.
Yeah,
Wave,
he's
man.
good.
That's good. And so I know you said it changes before every game.
Yeah.
So country, rap.
Yeah.
You listen to R&B as well in there and stuff. Nothing. No slow music.
No, I'm not before a game. I mean, it was country at the beginning, and then I switched it up to like a little rap.
Okay.
And then I think it was on those long bus rides when we went to Cyprus. I was listening to Rod Wave. It was Rod Wave, and then just any rap song really. But country after the first game, I was like, no, this isn't.
It can't do it.
It can't do country.
That's me
not
cruising.
game.
Yeah, me cruising in the car and stuff like that. Got you, man. Got you.
Yeah.
Books. I know, and I think I remember this from You know, a couple years ago we talked. You read when you have to, but you're not big on reading.
Yeah.
You watch more documentaries than anything, in which you get valuable information from watching, documentaries and stuff like that. What are 2 or 3 ones that you really love to watch, man?
So before I go to bed, I just chill in my room on my phone. I watch YouTube.
Okay.
And I watch on YouTube. There's old documentaries. Tom Brady. You get Tom Brady.
The GOAT.
Mahomes is the GOAT.
We'll get to that in a minute. We gonna dig into that. We're gonna dig into that. I'm glad you said that.
It's good to get from each player because each guy's different. So I watch Tom Brady. His comebacks, his mindset, like how he is on the field, his personality, and then you got Mahomes. He's just different technique. So I watch both of them. I watch Mahomes. I watch Brady. It's just them two. The two. Best at the game.
It's clearly. Yeah, we're gonna dig into this more. But we're digging into it more.
But
let's talk about it.
Yeah, but I watch those documentaries and I just pick from their brain like how what they see going into a game, what they watch, what they're looking at film, and I just watch from them on the documentaries.
Okay, that's good. So, when you're watching, let's say Tom Brady, what's one main thing that stands out about his preparation? How he preps his mind.
I would say his number one thing is just the way he can read a defense and just understand like pre-snap, like what they're doing, what they're gonna what they're showing pre-snap, and then what they're gonna like switch to when he snaps the ball. And then his leadership, just everyone just trusts him. He tells like that famous clip where he tells Edelman to get in the slot and then they hand off and he gets around. It's just little things like that I take from Tom Brady. See him put in my game.
And same thing with Pat, or a little bit different?
Pat is different. I'm not so much he's great leader, but I watch more of like actual game film, like of him like dropping back and then just his like sidearm throws and just taking away from like what he's been doing in the game. And then it helps me like when I'm with Josh and I'm training with Josh and we're doing stuff that Mahomes does. Yeah. So like if I can learn that, I can apply it in the high school game.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Let's get off track a little bit because I didn't know we was gonna go here with this, man.
Okay, if we can go here.
We about to. So you said Mahomes is better.
Yes, he's better
than Brady.
Yes, Mahomes is better than Brady.
Okay, why do you say that?
Okay, there's a bunch of different things what I could say, but let me start here first.
Give me three things.
Okay. Number one, he's 28 years old. He has 3 Super Bowl MVPs. He's 6 AFC Championship appearances. He's been a starter for 6 years, and he's gone to the Super Bowl 4 times, lost to 1. And secondly, he's just changed the game. He's changed the game. Every QB coach around the country has changed their coaching philosophy to be like Mahomes. The off-platform throws, the sidearm throws, the arm slots. It's just all different because of Mahomes. Brady was always over the top. It was never sidearm, his not mobility. It's Mahomes. He's changed the game, and he will continue to keep changing the game until he's done.
Okay. Now, I don't think, me personally, and I know I'm not the only one who thinks this.
Yeah.
But Mahomes is great. I think he's number 2. I think he's number 2 all the time. After that final drive and overtime in the Super Bowl, I was like, okay, it's Tom Brady, Pat, and whoever else you can put on there, but they're like steps below. I think for Pat to clearly take that number 1 spot, and I don't know if he's gonna win 7.
Yeah,
but I don't
7's
think
tough.
Yeah,
7 is
it's tough. I don't think he has to though. I think he needs to win at least 1 or 2 more rings and break some of his records.
I mean, he's what, 28 years old?
Yeah,
I mean, your prime is from like 28 to what, 32?
That's what I'm saying. He's going to do it. He's going to do it.
I think he'll get to 6. 7's tough.
7's tough.
Because Brady got that last ring with Tampa Bay when he was what? So, I don't even know. Like that was no one expected him to win.
No,
that.
nobody.
So to get his 7th ring was crazy. Yeah. And it's gonna be tough for Mahomes. He's gonna win double now. He's gonna win 3 more or 4 more. He's gonna win 4 more to tie Brady.
That's what I'm saying.
But I think he's already.
I think
above him.
you give him 1 for sure, maybe 2. But even then, but like I said, that's still a lot, and he doesn't really need 2 more to be better, considered better.
Yeah, I don't think he doesn't need to win more than Brady. I think for right now, 1 or 2.
And breaking records.
And
because like you said, he's on stat-wise, he's on track to already shatter everything he's done. Yeah, man. And you looking at it, bro. He take care of his body. I think the Chiefs are going to continue to do a good job to put a great offensive line
Behind
around him
him,
to
yeah, around
protect him. I think, I see him playing till he's 38, 40 years old.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, because, he can move, he's mobile,
Yeah, but
he got a cannon
trains,
too.
yeah, he cannons.
He got a cannon,
Yeah.
bro. So that arm strength is is going to be there as long as he continue to take care of his body, right?
Yep.
So, like I said, I can give him number 2 and maybe number 1. And let's see where he's at in 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's like I
fair.
said, right. But right now in the game,
Yeah.
it's Pat Mahomes and Lamar and them all the way down here.
Yeah,
it's
it's
nobody
Mahomes
close.
on another level.
Yeah, he's on another level,
Yeah.
bro. There's
Yep.
nobody in today's game that's on his level. Nobody, man. Even with Lamar winning the MVP, and I love Lamar, he's a freak athlete,
Yeah.
right? But Josh Allen, no.
Yep.
I mean, Justin Herbert, no. And I know, like, respect to all these guys, but
it's just Mahomes is a winner.
yeah,
he knows how to
man.
win. He knows how to
he's
win.
that guy, man. He's that guy, bro. And like I said, he's going to continue to be that guy,
Yeah.
bar some type of injury,
Yeah.
anything like that. But
Yeah.
if he's healthy,
Yeah, it's over.
he's that guy, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's interesting, bro.
Yeah.
We gonna dig more into the quarterback talk later. Though.
Okay.
So your journey to get to where you at now.
Yeah.
When did you really make up your mind? Like, I really want to pursue football. Be a starter in high school and let this kind of carry me over. Not say kind of, but let this potentially carry me over into college.
Okay.
Where did you really make your mind up and like,
Okay.
this is what I want, man?
So when I played my 5th grade year, I was Pop Warner. One of my teammates, his brothers played at Tesoro, and he was actually the ball boy at Tesoro. So I got to go and ball boy for Tesoro football games when I was in 5th grade.
Okay.
And just sitting on the sideline, the energy, the student section, I was like, dude, this is gonna be awesome. This is what I want to do in high school. I want to be QB1 of any high school that I go to, and just feed off the energy of the crowd. It'd be awesome. Yeah. So I think it was 6th grade. I played baseball too. I played travel baseball growing up. I was a baseball player.
Oh,
so
yeah, I did know that.
I played. Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah.
Austin,
So I played on numerous travel ball teams. But it was in 6th grade where I was like, I got to pick one or the other.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do both. I had an arm injury, arm problems, so I got to pick one or the other. And I just love football.
Gotcha.
My dad, baseball guy, he wanted me to keep playing baseball.
Really?
My dad wanted me to play baseball. He's like, you're better at baseball. But I was like, no, I got to play football. That's what I want to do. So I quit baseball in 6th grade, I think it was. And then I focused on football throughout 7th, and then COVID year hit, 8th grade year. So I didn't get a Pop Warner seat, or I didn't get to play tackle my 8th grade year. And then,
you missed it.
Yeah.
COVID missed everything.
Yeah. And then I just played 7-on. And then I fractured my elbow in that summer, and then didn't get to play freshman year. But it was that turning point in 6th grade where I quit baseball, and I was just like, that's what I want to do. So I started training with you in 7th grade. I think I met you right after 7th grade.
Yeah.
That's
right
when I was like,
grade, yeah.
that's what I want to do. I want to play football.
Well, you were training with a previous coach beforehand, and that's where I actually first saw you at.
Yeah.
When we were in San Juan.
Yeah, Jaywalk. Yeah.
You was training with Jaywalk a little bit.
Yeah.
That's why I actually met you at.
Yeah.
And but I didn't know you was playing baseball then.
Yeah. Well, I think it was the 7th grade in November I started with Jaywalk, and that's when I met you at San Juan. But it was that summer before where I was like, I didn't want to. I'm done with baseball.
Okay, got you. Yeah. Like I said, I only saw you maybe 3-4 classes that he did.
Yeah.
And everything like that. But but I remember shortly after that when COVID hit.
Yeah. Then you took it over to the left coast, and then that's when
you came and started rocking with me. Yeah, man. Been grinding ever since then.
Yeah.
Man. Gotcha. Okay, man. Let's get into your list of accomplishments, man. I want to go on, and this is going to carry over into the next topic.
Okay.
So let me read this off correctly. So Cali High School Sports All-State nominee.
Yeah.
Second team All-South Coast League. Your team's Offensive Player of the Year.
Yep.
Set a single game school passing record for 378 yards in a rivalry game.
Yep.
South Coast League leader with 2,507 passing yards.
Yep.
Anything else you want to add to that?
No, I think you covered all of that, but It was just based like this junior year, like junior season. It was just a reflection of just all the guys like I've been like all my receivers have been close with. Travis. It was honestly a great team, and then I couldn't have done it without them.
Absolutely, yeah. You need them, right? You need them, especially your receivers to catch the ball.
Yeah.
But you gotta do the job of getting the ball to where it needs to be, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta give yourself some credit for that too.
Yeah.
You want to add a state championship to that too, though. Right?
I do want to add this year. I want to add a state championship to it. You got the new leaguing system in Orange County, so we're not playing Mission or San Clemente anymore. We're playing you get the whole new league format.
Yeah, I seen that, man. Yeah, you're so you won't be matched up against the D1 schools. Like
yeah,
that,
it's
right?
so we're the Bravo League, so it's the second best league in Orange County.
Yeah.
So we got CDM, Villa Park, San Juan Hills, us, and then Newport Harbor.
And which don't get it wrong,
those are all tough teams.
D2.
It's
man,
tough.
Cali is so legit in football. You know, we talk about. I mean, don't get it wrong. Texas is on a different level.
Yeah,
I
think Cali's.
But Cali is Cali's different.
South Orange County, Southern California football is on
it's different, bro. And we're gonna hear the talk. You know, you guys got, the private schools and stuff, but you understand we do have public schools out here that are still balling too.
Yeah.
And like I said, me growing up down south, I know how football is king, in the South.
Yeah.
Texas, Florida, and stuff like that. But I would tell anybody, man, you match your best team up from all across the South, and let us put them with our best teams out here.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what happens. Like I said, I really rock with, the South, because like I said, that's where I grew up.
Yeah.
But Cali's different, man.
Yeah.
It's just different. The whole offensive style is just different.
That Trinity League.
Yeah,
just,
man.
For those kids, it's just different. Even the top public schools around here, it's just different.
It's different, bro.
Yeah.
And like I said, respect to, like I said, the South, man. That's where I grew up. But it's different out here, man. It is, bro.
Yeah.
So along with those lists of accomplishments, man, with you going into your senior year, what's the goal? What do you, like, man, this is, I gotta check this off the list this year. I gotta check this off. What are those things that you're checking off that like I gotta accomplish this year?
Well, I want to break all those records this year, and I think that's very doable because our running back Travis Wood, we had him last year. He's an Air Force commit, so he's going to Air Force. So he was primarily our offense. He was focused last year. But this year we don't have him anymore, so I think it's going to be just air raid. So it's like 90% passing, and I think all those records that I had this year are easily breakable this year.
And you're not you're not trying to take away from whoever's going to fill the running back spot.
Yeah, but it's hard to match up to what Travis was.
Yeah, exactly. That's
his sophomore and junior and senior year.
So I didn't want people listening to this to take that the wrong way.
Yeah,
you're not trying to throw shade on your teammate.
Yeah.
You're just saying, but
it's gonna be different.
Yeah, it's different. He was different. Yeah, he was a different athlete, man. And hence why he's an Air Force commit. So it's just different. Yeah, man. Like I said, you got to have those goals set off. And you said breaking all those records that you had set this year.
Yeah.
Right. Because this is your last go around.
It is my last go around, man. This is it.
So you have to go, bananas this year is what they say, man. You have to because, you're trying to get those D1 offers that you're looking for.
Yeah.
That's gonna carry you over to continue your education to play, and then if you're blessed to go on to the next level after that, man. Yeah. So you have to be, fully tapped in and focused on what you're doing this year, man. No side distractions. I know you, like I said, you're gonna be a kid. You're gonna do what kids do, but you have to
lock in.
Yeah, you gotta lock in.
This is off season. Yeah, this is the final go around.
This is it, bro. Yeah. There's no more high school sports after this, right?
Nope, it's the real world.
Yes, real world, man. Yeah. So you gotta make everything count, bro. Have to, man. Yeah. You don't want to look back and say,
I wish I did this. Wish I did that. Yeah.
What they say, leave no stone unturned.
Yep.
You gotta turn over every stone that you come to.
Yep.
Because if not, you have that feeling of regret. That, man, I should have did this more in high school. Whether it's QB training or your performance training with me or whatever it is, lifting. You don't want to leave any stone like that unturned, man. But no, I'm glad that you are focused on that. That's That's the end goal right
Yep.
there. You got to have all that unturned, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next thing, man. We recapped on your junior year.
Uh-huh.
You know, do you think that it's going to be hard for you to top what you did this year? It's going to be a challenge.
It's going to be a challenge, yeah, because we have 3 returning offensive starters.
Okay.
Or 4 returning offensive starters. 1 me, a receiver, and 2 linemen. So it's going to be tough to fulfill those roles at the other positions, but I think we got the guys to do that. And I think the offense is just going to be different this year, that it's more air raid. So I think those are really easy to beat or get this year, but it's gonna be a challenge because the defenses last year were focused on Travis, so led the pass. So, but this year it's gonna be like they're gonna expect us to pass, so it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, but I think they're all doable.
Yeah. Like I said, you lose somebody like Travis.
Yeah.
Who you know, he took a lot of stress off what you did on the offense, which made it, you know, somewhat easier.
Yeah.
You know, to pass the ball and stuff like that. But if you prep for it the right way, you'll be good.
We'll be good.
Yeah, you'll be good. You just gotta prep, man.
Yeah.
Next thing, man. We talked about, you know, books and stuff.
Yeah.
Or documentaries and things that you
yeah.
watch. One that I recommend for you that I've read a little bit in the past, you know, it's called The Champion's Mindset. And I hope I'm not messing the author's last name up, but Jim Arifmo. I hope I said that correctly, man. If I didn't, man, I apologize. But Jim, AFREMOW, The Champion's Mindset.
Yeah.
And what it really goes in depth about, it gives you tips and techniques on how to boost your confidence in the sport that you're playing. Not just football, but, you know, whatever sport it is that you're playing. And it just, you know, goes in depth of how you approach each and every game that you're going into with the confidence that you need. So if you ever get a chance, check it out, man. You know, Audible, whatever, you know, however you do your books, man, check it out. I think it'll be a good read for you, a listen or something like that, man. Like I said, it just gives you that extra boost of confidence, and it you know, the tips and techniques that it's giving you is A1, bro. So I think that'll be a good read for you with that. Now, colleges.
Okay.
Where you know, what are your 3 colleges that you like, man, I would, you know, obviously as an athlete, you'll be blessed to receive offers from anywhere, you know, but because you can go to, you know, college, you can make it. As long as you're doing your job, they'll come find you. I'm a firm believer. It's been like that for since before I was born. It's going to continue to be out like that. You know, social media helps, you know, stuff like that. But if you're putting up numbers and doing your thing, people will find you. But if you had, you know, 3 to 5 schools that like, oh man, this is like schools that I really would love to go to or potentially go to, what would they be?
Okay, so my dream school is Notre Dame.
Of course.
That's my dream school. But realistically, I'm not playing at Notre Dame. A PWO would be awesome. If I got a PW Notre Dame, I'd take it in a heartbeat over any scholarship from anywhere. But
just because you love,
just because I love Notre Dame.
Yeah.
I'm super high on academics, so I'm trying to get the best academic school possible because realistically speaking, I'm not going to the NFL. So I want to get the best academic possible, graduate that degree, and do whatever I want to do when I grow older. So right now I'm high on the Ivy League schools.
Gotcha.
Princeton, UPenn, Columbia, all those schools I'm super high on.
No, that's second level. You're and like I said, I'm only 4 or 5 episodes into the podcast. Yeah. But I think that, you know, you're the first one who said like Ivy League. I want to go here and everything. You know, education is first. And obviously, every athlete came on and said education is first. But to put it the way you put it, you know, is different. Like you know, I want to go to an Ivy League school. Yeah. You know,
if I get that degree from the Ivy League school, I'm set for life.
Yeah, you're set, man. You know, as long as you pick the right one. I should say. You gotta pick the right one.
Do what I gotta do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Graduate.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But no, that's next level. You know, because, you know, realistically, like you said, man, and it's not just for you, but it's just for everybody. What's the percentage of, you know, people going pro? It's hard.
It's so hard.
It's so. I think me and Coach Rick, when he was on here, he brought it up, man, that the percentage is so low. With just say NFL. That they can't even really give you a number. It's point
2 or 1 or something. I don't even know what it is.
1 or something like that. It's so low they can't even give you a real number.
Yeah.
For you to make it.
Yeah.
That's insane. But like I said, the end goal is just, man, it's hard. It's hard, bro. It's hard for you to make it, man. And but you having the mindset that you want to go to an Ivy League school.
Yeah.
That's second level. That's legit, man.
Yeah.
That alone, just having that Ivy League stamp of approval, it does kind of put you in a tier of your own.
Of your own, yeah.
Especially especially when you're going to apply for
a job.
Yeah, a job
They see
somewhere
the
in
Ivy
career.
League and they're
Yeah,
like,
man. Oh, bro, you went to
Penn or
Princeton. Yale, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You went here. You graduated with graduated with a 3.8 at Yale.
Whatever it is.
It's like it's like a 4.9 and somewhere else. That's next level.
Yeah.
So but no, keep your head straight on that, because that'll be good, man. Nah, it's good, bro. So what about performance training? What are your goals this year? Leading up to the season. What are you looking to accomplish? Knock off, so and so in your 40, or broad jump this much, anything like that.
Yeah. So I think at the last camp I ran like a 4.23 pro agility, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
But that wasn't laser time.
Gotcha.
But obviously laser is really the only thing that matters. But my 40, my worst thing probably is my straight line speed, my 40 yards.
Yeah.
So I really want to get at a 4.8 going into season. That would probably be the best goal, is a 4.8. I'm at a high 4.9 right now, so getting at a 4.
We've been working it for a while.
Yeah, getting a 4.8 and just maintaining that through season would be awesome.
Yeah, but the thing is, people who are really legit with their training and stuff like that, they know, I should say coaches, or even just parents, and who really understand the realm of training, of shaving off time for a 40 or anything like that. That's something that's years built up.
Builds up, yeah.
You're not,
you can't just do it in a month.
2-3 months, it drives me crazy when I have, parents come in like, man, we gotta, get his 40 yard faster. Okay.
In 2 weeks, you just can't do it. Can't do it.
How long? Well, he has his camp coming up in 3 months. Like, bro, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
We can probably fix his technique to make him a little bit faster, but you're trying to shave off a whole second, man. That's years. That's years built up into what you're doing. Then eventually it finally clicks, right?
Yeah.
You look at, we've been working, several years like we talked about.
Yeah.
And we're slowly getting there, but it's a process, man. It's still a process, though, right?
Yeah.
Not every kid that you're gonna have come in is gonna be that freak athlete who can just do it.
Yeah.
It takes time to build up to stuff like that, man. But you understand that because we drilled and we talked about that. It'll kick in when it needs to.
Yeah.
But you want to hit a 4.8 area is not unrealistic. That's something you definitely can do.
Yeah.
It's staying consistent on what you're doing, man. Discipline, staying consistent, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Any advice that you would like to give the younger generation that's coming up after you? You see kids who are doing quarterback stuff or playing the quarterback position.
Yeah.
What kind of advice can you give them about the journey?
Number one thing I would say is find a coach that believes in you. Find a coach that believes in you and that you could trust.
Yeah.
Someone that you could just reach out to, ask questions, pick their brain, and honestly, just any coach that really believes in you. A lot of these kids nowadays will go to these 4 different coaches. Just pick that one guy. That one guy that believes in you from day one. Stay with him, and trust me, it will pay off.
Yeah.
And then number 2, consistency. Stay consistent. Even if when you don't feel like doing something, just do it.
Yeah.
Number one, when I was with Coach D, I was 2 years in a row. I didn't miss one class. Monday through Thursday, I didn't miss one class.
Nope.
It was 7th through almost, I think, freshman year. I didn't miss one class.
2 years straight.
I got
4 days a week.
Yep. I was my speed increased. Everything. I just felt way better going into high school, and that's what honestly prepared me to start my sophomore year over 2 seniors that are both playing D1, playing college football at the next level.
I didn't think about it like that until you just said it, man. You're right. For 2 years straight, bro, you were
I
in
didn't
every
miss a
class.
class.
Maybe if you got sick or anything like that,
Yeah.
but other than that, though, you was there
Yep.
Monday through Thursday
Yep.
training.
Yep.
Every day, And that's just with what we talked about, being consistent, right?
Yep.
And understanding and trusting the process, You touched on how, sticking with that one guy,
Yeah.
that one coach and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And, you can always learn from everybody. That's
Yeah.
just the thing of life, right?
Yeah.
You're a student, no matter how old you get, you're still a student of life. You're still
Yeah.
gonna continue to teach you things. We'll never know everything,
Mm-hmm.
but you can always learn from different coaches. So I don't want people to take what you said the wrong way, but you do. It's certain things that you should only have that guy that you really trust. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because every QB coach you go to he's gonna teach you different
Differently,
ways,
yeah.
but if you keep going to two different QB coaches, and he's gonna have to correct what he doesn't like
Exactly.
this coach is doing
Yeah.
and stuff like
Mhm.
that, and vice versa when you do your speed and performance training.
Yeah.
Same. I would tell you trust the process with me.
Yeah.
The only and I hope I don't come off the wrong way with saying this, but
Yeah.
the only other coach that I would send you to would be Coach Rick.
Rick.
Yeah, Coach Rick. That's
Because you
only
learn from him. Yep.
'cause that's who I learned from, and I know what he's going to teach you.
Yep.
And I'm still learning from Coach Rick to
Yep.
this day.
Mhm.
So that would be the only other guy that I would send you to. Like, he's going to teach you the same values and
Yeah.
everything that I teach you, probably a little bit more because his knowledge of how long he's been doing. Coach Rick
Yeah.
been in the game 30 plus years.
Yeah.
And his resume speaks for itself. And but like I said, other than that, you have to find your guy and rock with your guy, and just trust the process. Trust the process. As long as you are developing, you're getting better.
Yeah.
No matter how slow the process is, rock with it.
Yep.
Because once it eventually kicks in, it's gonna kick in. That's what we talked about earlier. 2 years in a row, 2 years straight, bro. For every class you came and you were dialed in,
Yep.
locked in, man.
Yep.
And like I said, it eventually happened. The last thing I want to get into, I think this is the last thing. We'll see if we can close out with this.
Okay.
But let's get into this quarterback list, man.
Okay.
All right, yeah, I can't end the episode without you giving me, your top 5 or 10 QBs. And I hope you wrote this down.
I did.
I hope you wrote
I
it
did.
down, man.
I'll pull it up on my phone.
Yeah, please pull it up.
I'll
Give
pull
me
my
your
phone.
top 10, 5, whatever you wrote
Okay.
down. Let's see where we at for
Okay.
this, man.
So I wrote down top 10.
Okay.
But it's mainly top 5 because I feel like after your 5, it's just mainly like preference. And it's like it's a little biased, like what team you like.
Even top 5
Yeah.
is gonna be
It's-
preference.
it's
It's all
tough.
preference.
Okay,
man.
so-
But let's go through. If you wrote down 10, just give me everything you wrote down, and we'll go.
Okay, I'll go number 1,
Okay.
Mahomes.
I
2,
got you.
2, Brady. 3, Montana. 4, Peyton Manning. 5, John Elway. Then you got 6, Bradshaw. 7,
Archie Bradshaw, right?
Terry Bradshaw.
Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
say Archie, man.
Yeah.
Terry. Well, I get Archie from
Yeah.
Terry Bradshaw.
And then
man.
I got my little Niners. I'm a Niners fan, so little
course
Niners
you are.
bias. You got Steve Young.
Of course, you're nice, man.
But I hate the Cowboys, but because I'm with you right now, I'll put Aikman at the 8. I'll put Troy Aikman at 8.
Don't do it just because I.
He's what, three Super Bowls? Three or 4?
3 Super Bowls.
I got Rodgers at 9.
Aaron Rodgers. Okay.
Aaron Rodgers. And then I got Drew Brees at 10. Drew Brees, I know he has 1 Super Bowl, but he's a dog.
He's a dog. Yeah,
Drew
he's
Brees is a dog.
He's a dog.
He's a dog.
100%. He's
Yeah.
a dog, man.
Undersized guy, but he's a
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah,
He's a dog.
He's a dog.
That's my list.
Okay. That list can be fluctuated any type of way.
absolutely,
Man.
absolutely.
Honestly, with any list that you're doing, it's all personal preference anyway.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's basketball, football,
Yeah.
baseball.
Well, I think basketball. There's really only one right answer for your top 5. I think it's different with NFL quarterbacks.
Basketball is different because you're given 5 different positions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you just go like, okay, who's your top 5 point guards or shooting
Yeah,
guards?
if you base off.
I get what you're
Okay.
saying. Like, I didn't ask you to.
Oh, I didn't do best NFL players. I did best quarterbacks. So I guess it is different.
And that's why I wanted to keep you with quarterbacks because
Yeah.
we can be here all day trying to think about who's the best.
Yeah.
Offensive tackle.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
debatable,
And then-
right?
yeah.
And I hope I don't come off the wrong way, but that's hard.
Yeah.
So that's why I had you do quarterbacks and
Yeah.
stuff. But it can be fluctuated any type of way, man. Like I would be personally, I'm still have Brady number 1. I know you like Pat up there.
Yeah.
You said number 3 was who?
Montana.
Montana. He has 4, right?
He has 4.
Has
Yep.
4. And nice.
He's 4. I think he's what 4-4 in Super Bowl. He's lost Super Bowl. Yeah. He's undefeated.
Yep, undefeated. And then you had
Peyton Manning.
He has 2. And then you said Elway, right?
Yeah, John Elway.
He has 2, right?
Yeah, 2 or 3, I think.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you said number 6
was
Terry Bradshaw.
Terry Bradshaw. He's got 4.
He was with
Steelers.
The Steelers.
Yeah.
Okay. Then 7 was.
Oh, let me check.
Who's 7?
7 was Steve Young. He's got 1.
With 49ers.
49ers. Yeah.
So
49ers.
how you have Steve Young over Troy Aikman?
So, well, Niners bias.
Yeah.
But like, I guess like when you get to that point, there's plenty of guys who's 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
3, so it's tough to like really find the right list. But Steve Young, I'm a Niner fan, so
Do you think now? I know we got some Packers fans watching.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got Packers fans
I
watching.
forgot. Yeah.
So what about Brett and Aaron? Why would they?
Well, I like Aaron Rodgers. Throwing mechanics. If you watch his throwing motion, it's kind of similar to Pat, but he did it before Pat because obviously he's been there longer.
Yeah.
But the way Aaron Rodgers, his throwing mechanics is also gets teach a lot nowadays. Yeah. So I think the way he throws the football is a big difference. Like why I put him in top 10 just based off.
So why not in front of Steve Young? Do you think he's better than Steve Young?
Well, they both have 1 Super Bowl.
Okay.
So I just think Steve Young did more. I think Steve Young is better because I feel like Aaron Rodgers is like. He choked in the playoffs.
I'm gonna go against that and say it was coaching. And listen,
I mean, you can, yeah.
I'm gonna say, and listen, the Cowboys, we got Mike McCarthy, and I'm not a huge Mike McCarthy fan.
Yeah.
He won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But when you have a generational talent like Aaron Rodgers, that's underachievement.
It is underachievement.
It's underachievement,
especially when you had Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
And I think every time they were in the playoffs, it was just like similar to the Cowboys. They just lose.
Yeah.
They can't get over that hump.
It falls back on coaching, not being mentally prepared for the game.
Yep.
And I don't want to go off into the playoffs like that, but you look at the Cowboys, they were clearly the favorites to win this year, right?
Yeah.
But Mike McCarthy and his track record, right?
Yeah.
Not mentally getting his team
blown
ready.
out at home
Yep,
against the Packers.
absolutely.
Against the Packers. Mm-hmm.
The Packers went in there with New England. They had nothing to lose.
Yep.
They played loose.
Yep.
And the Cowboys took them lightly. That's because of coaching.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, that's why I say, I personally think I would have Aaron Rodgers above Steve Young, but it's just
interchangeable.
It's interchangeable. But he's a generational talent that I feel like he should have won more as well.
Yeah.
Drew Brees' situation a little bit different.
Yeah, I put Drew Brees in the 10 because he's very relatable to like a lot of kids. Not a lot of kids are like 6'4".
Yeah, man.
And they're not typical 6'4" quarterback. But I think Drew Brees is really relatable.
Yeah.
And you can see Brock Purdy. His game is really like Drew Brees.
You can see a lot of people who are coming up. Like I said, not everybody's going to be blessed to be 6'3" quarterback and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But now he's relatable, undersized quarterback.
Yeah.
But still did his thing in the NFL, man. Mm-hmm. Sure did, bro. But not like I said, that list is fluid. Like I said, it's just personal preference.
Yeah.
And it can be. People can be subbed in and out. You could have people on there,
you got Roger Staubach.
Yeah, exactly.
You got Johnny Unitas. You got Dan Marino. I mean, Dan Marino didn't win a ring, but Dan Marino was hell of a player.
He was Dan Marino, man. He was that guy.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys who can play in any generation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think everybody on that list that you named can play any generation, 100%,
Mm-hmm.
man.
Yep.
But yeah, that's that. But like I say, it can be interchangeable, bro. Last thing, man. Give me 2 or 3 guests that you would like to see on this show, on the podcast. All right? Give me like, but. You got to help me get them on here.
2 or 3 guests?
Yeah, like 2. You can give me 2. If that's too many, it's 1 to 2 or 3. Anywhere up in there.
Okay. Josh. Gotta get Josh on here.
Okay.
Gotta get Josh on here. And then honestly,
give me one more.
I don't want to be like biased and say like one of my high school coaches, but I feel like
who?
Coach Zangle. Brand new head coach. Just started coaching.
Get him on.
Gotta get him on here.
Get him on.
Gotta get him on here. Let him preach to these kids. Let them know why Tesoro.
This is this podcast is for athletes and coaches.
Yep.
People. Not just the ones who are winning 9 state titles or anything like that. But it's for anybody. It's from youth, high school, college, hopefully NFL one day as well too. Man, it's for everybody.
Yep.
So because they have a fan base and they have people who support them. and they have people that need to know their story, where they came from. Just like you. You know, you got to have people know your story, who you are,
Yeah.
the journey that you're on, right?
Yep.
That's the beauty about having this podcast. We're highlighting stuff like that so people can get to know who you are. And so coaches and students who are coming up who may live in the Tesoro, you know, district need to know about who this guy is.
Tesoro, what Tesoro is really about, and what he's preaching.
Absolutely.
Why it's different from the past 20 years where Coach Poston's been there.
There we go. So they need this. So help me get him on. What's his name again?
Mike Zengel.
Mike Zengel. I never met him.
Yep.
You know,
Okay.
but yeah, introduce me.
I will.
I get him on.
Okay.
Okay? Man, my bro, I want to tell you, you know, so proud of you. You know, we've been on this journey since, you know, 6th, 7th grade, man, and it's still going. It's still going until the wheels fall off. We don't know when that's going to be, you know. Yeah, and I know that you'll, you know, get you the offers that you're looking for.
Yep.
You'll continue to play. And until the day that you hang up the cleats, we're still after getting our thing in, man. So just remember to stay focused, you know, stay on track, trust the process of what you're doing. You mentioned earlier that, you know, there's going to be times where you feel like you don't want to get out there and train.
Yeah.
But you got to get out there and
You got to do it anyways.
There's going to be times you don't want to throw the ball, get out there and do it anyway, right? Because you making yourself do that is bigger than just a sport that you're playing.
Yeah.
It's life. Because as a man, as a young lady, it's going to be times in life where you don't feel like, man, I don't want to go to work. I don't want to do this and I don't want to do that. But that you mentally and physically made yourself go do these things when you were younger preps you for when life hits you, right?
Yep.
So just stay on track and stay focused with doing that, man. All right, and I'm proud of you, okay? It's been, you know, amazing having you in the program with your leadership, you know, encouraging, you know, people like my kids, you know, the other kids that are in the program who look up to you as well, you know. My producer's kid, Ethan, you know, I think he talked to you more than I do, man. Always hitting you up, man. Ebro, So I'm glad that, like I said, you're mentoring and being a big brother figure for the younger generation. That's where it starts, you know, because you want to make sure, like they say, you know, you want to leave the game that you're playing in better shape.
Better than you started.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what you're having to doing.
Yep.
You know, regardless if they play quarterback or wherever they play, but you're helping them, you know, along their journey. So keep doing that, man. Stay focused. This year, like I said, is a whole new set of goals, and we got to knock them out. Got to get them.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Yep.
All right, little bro, I love you, man.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, tell them where they can find you at on your Twitter, your X, whatever it is.
On Instagram, CashOburn1, and then on Twitter, just CashOburn on Twitter.
Right, man. You heard him. Hit the follow, hit the subscribe. We are here, baby, and we're just getting started, man. I'm Coach D. This is Cash O'Brien. We are out. On to the next one, baby.
Peace.